Hello everyone. Today I am Rishabh Bhardwaj, Assistant Professor from the Mechanical Department, taking the lecture of Automobile Engineering. This subject is come under the sixth semester according to the MDU University. Today in this lecture we will discuss the topic that is brake actuating mechanism. Let's start with the brake actuating mechanism. As the various brake assemblies use hydraulic power to operate, different means to deliver the required hydraulic fluid pressure to the brake assemblies. There are three basic actuating system. First, an independent system which are not part of aircraft main hydraulic system. Second, a boost system that uses the aircraft hydraulic system intermittently when needed. And third one is a power brake system that uses the aircraft main hydraulic system as a source of pressure. Let's start with the hydraulic braking system and further we will move to the next topic. First, we have a hydraulic braking system. In the hydraulic braking system, the basic construction of the braking we have the components that are brake pedal, fluid reservoir, master cylinder, piston, spring, slave, cylinder, and fuel pipes that are generally known as the hoses. You can see in this diagram we have a brake pedal by which we are able to press the pedal and which when needed. And we have a reservoir, fluid reservoir, in which we have to add the braking fluid for the usage purpose. In the master cylinder, rings and piston and ring system mechanism are available, by which when we press the pedal, the piston moves forward and make a high pressure to the incompressible fluid, by which all the fluids will enter to the move to the hoses, and the slave cylinder will get expanded and the brake system or the brake pads expanded and brake action will be occur. In the master cylinder, a spring has been installed by which it allows a reverse action when we release the brake pedal. Slave cylinder are present in each wheel drum. It also contains two pistons by which it will get expanded in the internal expanded system. Here is the working of the hydraulic braking system. That is, when you push the brake pedal, it depresses a piston in the master cylinder, forcing fluid along the pipe. The fluid travels to slave cylinder at each wheel and fills them, forcing piston out of apply brakes. The combined surface area of all the slave piston is much greater than that of the piston in the master cylinder. Consequently, the master piston has to travel several inches to move the slave piston by fraction of an inch. Let's move forward to the consideration and the improvement for safe braking. As we know, in the ancient cars we don't have that much efficient braking. In the modern cars we have a high stopping shortest distance stopping technology, by which we are able to stop our vehicle in a shortest distance. As well as in the field of braking system, a new inventions are there by which we are able to stop our vehicle very easily and with a less efforts. Let's discuss with the first one, that is a modern car are fitted with twin hydraulic circuit with two master cylinder in tandem in case one fail. In case, for the example, in the heavy trucks, two master cylinders has been installed, by which if a master cylinder fails to perform, the another or the second master cylinder will work simultaneously, by which we are able to press the brake and braking system will come into action. If the other brake system are not available, we are not able to stop our vehicle. Under the heavy braking, so much weight may come off the rear wheel that they lock possibly causing a dangerous skid. For this reason, the rear brake are deliberately made less powerful than the front. Car now also has a load sensitive pressure limiting valve. It closes when heavy brake rises hydraulic pressure to the level that might cause the brake to lock and prevent any further movement to fluid to them. The advanced car have complex anti-lock system that sense in various ways how the car is deaccelerating and whether any wheel are locked. Such system applied and release the brakes in rapid succession to stop them locking. This is a very unique and beneficial technology, that is the anti-lock braking system, by which we are able to unlock the wheel while braking. It engage and disengage the wheels while braking and allow the wheels to get brake much more efficient than the normal one. So next we have a power assisting brakes. What is the power assisting brakes? In the modern cars, we have seen that power brakes are available. Let's discuss that how is it work and what are the function of the power brakes. The cars all have power assistance to reduce the effort needed to apply the brakes. The working of this power is pressure difference between the vacuum inlet manifold and the outside air. Now this is the construction of power brake system. Let's discuss about about its construction. A power assisted brake system for a vehicle comprises of a brake master cylinder having a chamber which is hydraulically connected to the wheel brake cylinder for braking a wheel of the vehicle. The hydraulic actuator which activates a piston of the brake master cylinder to pressurize hydraulic fluid in the chamber, wherein the hydraulic actuator is a brake booster which boosts a force mechanically exerted by the driver on the piston of the brake of master cylinder. A pressure accumulator which stores hydraulic fluid under pressure and supplies it to the actuator for activating the piston of the brake master cylinder. Next we have a pump. A pump which supply hydraulic fluid to the pressure accumulator with the or from a tank. A driver device which drives the pump, where in the pressure inside of the pump is hydraulically connected to the first control valve and pressure accumulator, and the first control valve is further hydraulically connected to the actuator. Wherein the tank is hydraulically connected to the actuator with the aid of second control valve, and control unit is provided, which means the control volume of valve to generate a braking torque to supply the actuator with hydraulic fluid and simultaneously control the second valve for smoothing the pressure fluctuation occurring during the operation of the pump, wherein the pressure accumulator stores a maximum pressure which is lower than the pressure needed at the hydraulic actuator for fully deaccelerating the vehicle, and has a maximum hydraulic volume which is smaller than the volume needed for completely filling the hydraulic actuator, wherein the driver device is an electric motor configured to the driver the pump for supply hydraulic fluid to the actuator during the brake period, and the pump fills the pressure accumulator during an overrun of the electric motor. Brake cylinder is connected to the chamber via another pump where in an anti-lock mode. The another pump the hydraulic fluid into the chamber where the pump and the other pump are both operated by electric motor. The braking system, wherein the pressure accumulator stores a pressure which is 5% to 30% lower than the pressure needed at the actuator for fully deaccelerating the vehicle, and contain a maximum hydraulic volume which is 5% to 30% smaller than the volume needed for completely filling the actuator. The braking system, where the pump fills the pressure accumulator during the brake system function test period, wherein the control unit controls at least one of the first control valve, the second control valve, and the drive device of the pump for generating a maximum braking torque, so that at the end of the pressure build up phase the pump generate most of the hydraulic fluid pressure at the actuator. To generate a maximum braking torque, the control unit controls the first valve and the pump so that at the end of the pressure build-up phase, the pump generates a larger portion of the hydraulic fluid pressure present in the chamber, wherein the smaller portion of the pressure is generated by pressure accumulator. The braking system, wherein to generate maximum torque to control the maximum torque, and the controller unit controls the first valve and the pump so that the end of the building phase and the pump generate a larger portion where is more than 50% of the hydraulic fluid pressure present in the chamber, and wherein the small portion which is less than 50% of the pressure is generated by the pressure accumulator. The pump generates a larger portion where is more than 70% of the hydraulic fluid and pressure present in the chamber, wherein the smaller portion which is less than 30% of the pressure is generated by pressure accumulator. The pressure accumulator support including during the starting of the pump and when the pump is not fully yet functional, the main contribution of the pressure build up comes from the pump, and the pressure accumulator only provides a minor contribution to the pressure building up. Next we have a working of the power brake system. The method to controlling a power resisting braking system is supplying hydraulic fluid to the pressure accumulator with aid of the pump. The supplying hydraulic fluid from the pressure accumulator to the actuator, wherein the actuator is a brake booster, which boosts a force mechanically exerted by the driver on the piston of the brake of master cylinder and activate a piston of a brake master cylinder with the aid of actuator to supply hydraulic fluid to a wheel brake from the chamber of brake master cylinder to the brake wheel of the vehicle, wherein the pressure side of the pump is hydraulically connected to the first control valve and pressure accumulator, and the first control valve is further hydraulically converted to the actuator. A tank is hydraulically connected to the actuator with the aid of second valve, and to control the unit is provided, which opens the first control valve to generate a braking torque to supply the actuator with hydraulic fluid and simultaneously control the second control valve, which for smoothing the pressure fluctuation occur during the operation of the pump. The pressure accumulator stores a maximum pressure which is lower than the pressure needed at the time of hydraulic actuator for fully deaccelerating the vehicle, and has a maximum hydraulic volume uh, which is smaller than the volume needed to completely filling the hydraulic actuator. This is the position of brake pedal released and the brake pedal pressed, in which you can see that the engagement and the disengagement of the wheels to the brake pads to the wheels. A drive device is an electric motor configured to drive the pump for supplying hydraulic fluid to the actuator during the braking period. The pump fills the pressure accumulator during an overrun of the electric motor following the braking period. The wheel brake cylinder is connected to the chamber via another pump, where in anti-lock mode the another pump and the hydraulic pump into the chamber. The pump and the another pump both operate at the electric motor. As you can see in this figure, there is a master cylinder where the reservoir also present in it, by which we are able to make high pressure fluid and transfer to the all four wheels. As you can see in this connected hoses, through this the complete fuel will be transferred to all wheels. Let's discuss what are the limitations of this brake actuating system. If the vacuum fails, because if the engine stops, the brake still work because there is no mechanical link. between the pedal and the master cylinder, but much more force must be exerted to the brake pedal to apply them. If the engine is stops, then the vacuum creation of vacuum will be failed, and we have to apply lots of pressure to stop the vehicle. And even the brake are also unable to apply. The brakes are only applied while the ignition is on. Otherwise, we have to make a higher pressure to the pedal. Or in case the vehicle is running or engine is running, and we simultaneously taking the brake and make the engines off. At that condition, the brakes are applied and we are not able to release it properly, and we will surely get an accident occur. So this is the limitation of this actuating system. And in the I think in the modern or the advanced techniques, we are able to come over this limitation also very soon. For today it's come to an end, and today we have learned about the brake actuating system, in which the hydraulic and the power assisting brakes are working on the vehicle and make sure that we are able to stop our vehicle as the desirable or the on the or in at the emergency location. Thank you for watching this video and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you.